The Sounds of Blackness, the music of the African American experience. Jazz, blues, gospel, R&B, soul, hip-hop, reggae, rock, ragtime. Sounds of Blackness bring the music of the family of the African American experience to people everywhere. We began in 1971 at my alma mater, Macalester College, right here in St. Paul, Minnesota. Sounds of Blackness membership consists of singers and musicians, some 20 and 25-year veterans, and some relatively new members, but they all have in common dedication to this music and to this message. Our first self-titled CD, The Sounds of Blackness, we have guest artists all the way from Tokyo and Osaka, Japan, from India, and you hear that world beat flavor on many of the tracks. We have a cover of one of my favorites of the Beatles, Hey Jude, an arrangement that features our band and vocalists. We also have a big band arrangement of a spiritual with Grammy Award-winning jazz guitarist Norman Brown and jazz legend vocal Doris Hines. Our first single, Fly Again, features Jamesia Bennett, the daughter of the great Ann Nesby and mother of American Idol finalist Paris Bennett.
It is an amazing adventure to be back with the Sounds of Blackness. And you know, one thing about us, once you're a part of the Sounds of Blackness, you are always a part of the Sounds of Blackness, so it never goes away, so it's a blessing. Fly Again came from a concept when I was writing it. I was thinking about all the economic issues that were going on, all the relationship problems, youth failing, and I was just like, Lord, give me something that would adhere to our new generation as Optimistic did when my mother was lead singing the group. So that's kind of where Fly Again came from, just saying that, you know, when you fall down, you can get up and dust yourself off and keep on moving. Fly Again is definitely the new theme and a new journey for our new generation to know that we can fly again no matter what.
We have a song called Keep On Keepin' On, which features a group called Dreamers Union, all the way from Tokyo, Japan. Billy Steele and J.D. Steele wrote a great song in the tradition of Sly and the Family Stone called Rise. A Call to Healing is a song about the struggle against domestic violence. For the past 5 years, Sounds of Blackness has been actively involved in the struggle against domestic violence. We called on the amazing talents of Nirmala Rajasekar. She is a master veena player and vocalist, originally from India, and she lends heart and soul to this along with the lead vocal, Cynthia Johnson, who everybody knows from the R&B classic Funky Town. They together combine their vocals to send a powerful message in the struggle against domestic violence.
Don't get me to preaching up in here, because I'll start preaching. Let me tell you, I'll take you from Funky Town to higher ground, okay? Talking about the kind of music that we do. And so, yeah, it's been a blessing. This is my daughter, who's also a singer. She's also with the Sounds of Blackness.
It was a fabulous show. We had a lot of fun. I love the Sounds of Blackness. I love all of the singers and everything they bring to the table.
I've been a fan since the early 90s, and to be singing with the group is just truly an honor.
Getting a chance to reach people, give them our message, and just to be a part of the new generation Sounds of Blackness.
It's a wonderful and blessed experience to be a part of the next generation. I grew up with the sound, so it just was, you know, fitting to be a part of this group or something that stands for something greater than, you know, that can beat the eye. So I'm just happy to be a part of this and wonderful for this project.
It's a blessing to be able to be a part of this youth adventure with them, for them to get to see the world and for them to be able to feel what it feels like to be able to touch millions and millions of people, whether through music and healing their souls, having someone run up to them and say, you know, because of you guys' songs, my life has been changed. And I think it's going to be a great experience for this new generation.
Many people don't know that the Sounds of Blackness and my own personal relationship with the great Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis goes back all the way to the 70s. Many times Sounds of Blackness and the Flight Time Band would perform on many of the same stages when they brought us and signed us as the first artists on their Perspective Records label. That was such a great honor. They shaped our sound, they groomed us as producers, and they put us out for the world to hear. We have been blessed as Sounds of Blackness with extraordinary highlights throughout our musical career. Being under the baton of Quincy Jones, recording with Sting for the Demolition Man soundtrack. The late, great Isaac Hayes, we performed overseas with him. That was definitely one of our highlights. After years of singing about Africa, finally getting to perform there with Stevie Wonder at Panafest in Ghana. And of course, performing with the great Luther Vandross and Aretha Franklin at the '93 Grammys. There are highlights that go on, but the greatest highlight for Sounds of Blackness is not on the Grammy stage, it's not on the radio, it's not in film soundtracks. It's when a perfect stranger comes up to us away from the cameras and tells us that our music helped to save their life, bring them closer to God, or get them out of a violent situation. We've had people tell us that they were contemplating suicide and they heard our music and it helped to turn their life around.
To be a part of something that comes from the spirit and that reaches out to everybody from around the world, that actually heals people just from hearing the music.
We are all connected as a human family, and the spirit of Ubuntu is about acknowledging that and really reveling in that, coming together, the entire world. It may sound idealistic, but it's realistic. It can keep us from destroying one another when we all know that we are one family. The great Stevie Wonder says that music is the universal language. With our current CD, The Sounds of Blackness, the theme is really inspiration, encouragement, and healing. And so, hence we have titles like A Call to Healing, and Rise, and Fly Again, something that's universal for all people everywhere to relate to. We've been blessed now with a great record label, Malaco Music Group, and they are taking us to the next level. So we keep first and foremost our prayer life active, our faith in God, our love of one another and of the music, and our love of the people that listen to and support our music. And that's what keeps us going strong through all the struggles.